Oh, it doesn't take that long to get your hammer down. Why did you put your binder down? The warm up is easier. I'm waiting. He's going to put a post-it note that says, "Don't do this at home. It's for in class or that one." That's what they'll do. We're doing a double one, which means this and this. So sit here and go.
Wait, you don't have an idea?
We'll turn it off for a little bit. If it gets warm, we'll turn it back on. Trap the cold air.
Complex numbers, review numbers. Yeah. Now I gotta pronounce the number. Exactly, that's the point. Oh, look at that. What is I equal again? I forget.
So I is just I.
No, I mean, but if you were to convert it into like the radical thingy, that doesn't mean anything, but it just gives you an idea of what I stands for.
So I is the square root of -1? Is that what you're asking? I gave you a hint on number 5 on the front. Did somebody get it? You remember that? Yeah.
Okay, it makes more sense. Is I squared, what's that? Is that even yeah. You that is, you're assuming yes.
Yeah. I got 1 minus. I know. Yeah. Is that not central location? You stay on task. Okay, what period will you be taking? What period will you be taking?
Minus our square root, 4 minus.
All right, may we regroup and look at day 2, please? Are there any questions on day 2? Woo! Your shirt looks like a rafkin. So I should say your shirt is rafkin.
Thanks, Mr. Markey. I think it's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Not just because it looks like that.
Baby.
Do you have to split up?
So technically, yeah, just because of the directions say to write it in the real part plus the imaginary part. So yeah, that'd be a good habit to get into. Anything else? All right. Okay, day 3. You're gonna both love and hate this, okay? Did anybody have a thought on this one? Abram?
For number 1, nope. So first of all, I just kind of like, well, basically what I thought is just like x would be 3 and you could make y -7.
All you're doing is you match up the real parts, right? The real parts should match. So x is 3. He did it perfectly. And then the imaginary parts should match. You did?
Yeah.
So y is -7. So perfect. That's it. That's it. So if you need to make yourself a note, you're just matching up real and imaginary parts. Yeah, kind of.
You're smarties.
Ooh, and I love number 2. I just love it.
This one's horrible.
So I is just I, right? I just I. What's I squared again?
-1.
That's -1. Now I cubed. What's I cubed if you were to simplify it now?
No, it's.
Let's break it down. Isn't that I squared times I?
Yeah.
And what's I squared again?
Oh.
So it's negative I. And then how about I to the 4th? Let's do the same trickery. What's I squared times I squared?
This one.
-1 times -1. So would you look at that? Cancel, cancel. True. And your justification is just your work there. And then the last one's like the last one on the previous page. What does the bottom simplify to when after you FOIL it? What does, did you say something? Oh. What does it simplify to? 4, so it's conjugate, right? So you only need the first and the last because the middle's cancel. So 4 plus 1. Okay. Whew. I'm not, I just don't, you're scaring me. I'm not gonna say, because I don't want to teach it. That's a 4. And then a 2i and a 2i, so that's a 4i. And then a minus 1, right, because you have I squared. That's 3 plus 4i over 5. Breaking it up is 3/5 plus 4/5 I. Okay, tomorrow, first thing you're gonna do, just like a normal day, if I were here, you would do your warm-up, right? You're not gonna be here. I'm here. So, you're gonna do your warm-up, right? And I'll tell the sub. But then I have the answers up here, okay? Okay, the rest of the day, just while I'm talking about it, there's gonna be answer key folders at each pod with the answers to what you're gonna work on tomorrow, okay? All I ask is you can just keep those neat and not, leave them there. Good deal? Okay, we're gonna do 2 5 notes, then we're gonna spiral back and review yesterday's stuff. So grab the 2 5 notes. Alright.
I am. No, you're not.
Guys, the paper that
I
says.
was going over it.
Guys, the paper that says 2 4, we're gonna do that at the end. Okay, I heard somebody say, yay, only 4 slides. That- I will say there's a lot of meat to these 4 slides. Okay. So, the first slide, there's nothing to do other than listen to me talk for a second. Okay, here's what it says in summary. Say you have a 5th degree polynomial, 5. How many complex roots does it have? 4. If it's 5th degree, it has 5. That's all it says, okay? Which means you can then put it into 5 factors, right? 5 zeros, 5 factors. Easy enough? Okay. Now, all we're doing today really is going into imaginary world. So we can have imaginary roots as well. Yesterday we did rational, irrational. Now we'll add in imaginary things. All right. So, first one is just practicing some algebra, which we've been doing that in our warm-ups. Before we do that, we're asked to identify the zeros and the x-intercepts. So looking at this, since it's already in factored form, would you agree that the zeros are -2 and then plus or minus grad 3i? Okay. Now, out of those, which ones would actually show up on the graph? -2. So the x-intercepts are just -2, 0. The imaginary ones would not be on there. All right, and then to get it into standard form, we just need to multiply it out. So let's FOIL those two together first. So that's x squared. And because they're conjugates, outside inside would cancel. What's root 3 times root 3? So we would have minus 3i squared, which simplifies to plus 3. X squared plus 3. Then I'm just going to bring that one down and FOIL once more. And there we go. Okay. Now, isn't it nice that you have, when you have one of the imaginaries, you have its friend? So, and those are called what again? So that's what this next theorem says. It says, okay, if you have A plus BI, you automatically have A minus BI. They come together, they are a pair. Okay? So what'll happen is I might give you a problem where I only give you one, but you have to assume and know that you have the other one, right? So in this one, we would also have 1 minus 2i. Okay. So what degree is this going to be? 3. Okay. So it says write a poly of minimum degree. So we're going to start in factor form and then multiply it out. So negative 2 would create the factor x plus 2. And then just bear with me for a second while I write this down. Take a look at this factor. Would you agree if you set that to 0, right? Wouldn't you have to add 1 minus 2i? And wouldn't that give you, I'll start with that one. Wouldn't that give you that as 0?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's always x minus whatever your 0 is. So then this one will look like x minus 1 minus 2i.
Why are the brackets are just in place of parentheses inside?
Yeah, just because I have brackets here.
You know, I love parentheses inside parentheses.
Because they come in pairs. If you have one, you automatically have the other one. Are we okay with the set? Okay. Now we're just going to multiply it out. So before we do that, let's distribute that negative. Now, like I said before, those are the two you want to do together because stuff will cancel out. In fact, all the I terms will cancel. So something to think about as you're doing this, if they don't cancel out, then you did something wrong. So let's see what happens. So is it going to happen where they all cancel? Where all the I's cancel? So, gone. So I think we did it. And notice the instruction said with real coefficients, that means that all the numbers in the end should be real. Okay, so combining.
Okay.
And then I'll just multiply them.
This looks tedious.
It's tedious. I don't do a lot of talking when I'm doing
I mean,
this
you
part.
can just glance
You're
at it
not
for 2 seconds and just from that you'll be able to get what you're doing, but it takes 2 hours
Well,
to do actually.
that's an example.
It's so tedious. It's easy, but tedious.
I agree.
Which is what we're striving
It can be. You know, it's more tedious when you're complaining as you go.
Yeah, it is. But at least it gives you some way to vent, some to, pass the time on, other than math.
That's all I know.
Oh, gosh. All right, we get the idea, right?
Yeah, I know.
That is where it gets more fun though, let's be honest. Right? Yeah. City's ready. All right. So you told me, or you understood, I think, that. So this guy here, or gal, is a 4th degree poly, yes? So how many complex? 4. So that part of the question is easy. Number of complex is 4. And then I need to insert a word here or else different question. Can you put the word possible here and possible real zeros? So we have 4 total. Okay. And I think I want to do this like this. I think this will help you understand. Make a little table. It's just aimed at me right now. The first half. Okay. I know. I didn't think of it. I feel like this will help you visualize it. Oh, really? Okay. So don't the imaginaries have to come in pairs, right? Okay. So here's the scenario. All 4 of them could be real. Okay. If all 4 are real, how many are imaginary? Is it? Okay. But could this? Don't write this down. Could that be a 1 though?
No.
Okay. So what would my next possible amount of imaginary be?
2.
Which would leave.
2 real.
And then could I have 4?
Yeah.
And then
0.
okay, so there it is. So these are the possible of each. So you can have 4 and 0, 2 and 2, or 0 and 4. Does that make sense?
How could you have 1 as an imaginary?
Because they have to have a buddy. They have to have their conjugate. So like if you have I, you also have to have negative I.
They're never alone.
They're never alone. Okay?
That is something where you're going to.
That's Descartes' rule of signs. That gives you the number of possible positive real zeros and negative real. A little different, yeah. Is this relevant?
No.
Okay. Then
You're
hold
smart. You're too smart for me.
Then hold that thought. Okay. This next one we're going to graph it in our calculator. So grab your calculators. just look off a neighbor. This is the only one we need it for, so. Sorry. And I did a Zoom 6.
How would you get that? I
You
didn't.
still coming in here? Cool.
Company studies.
Freeze.
How'd you get that? Because I didn't.
Did you type it into Y1?
Yeah, I typed it in.
All right. I'm gonna steal that. Trade you. Do you need a,
Overall equation I have.
I'll just grade it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oil.
Okay.
Yeah, the one.
Okay. All right. So what are the zeros? Give them to me. Down now. Marcia? What else? 1 and 4. Perfect. Y'all good? So let's write down. Okay, from the graph. X equals, I forget now, -2?
Uh,
-2. 1 and 4. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do, we are gonna synthetically divide all 3 out, one after the other. Now I started with the 5th degree, right?
Yeah.
So if I divide out 3 times, what am I gonna be left with?
2.
2nd degree, which we know how to deal with, right? All right, here we go. -2 in your box. And list the coefficients.
Would you be positive too?
No, so you're using the actual 0 here.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Because the smiley face, I forgot you have to use.
yeah, the actual 0. Yeah. Smiley face. Okay, don't forget, when you do another division, you don't use that far most right column anymore.
Why do we multiply it by 1 afterwards?
Multiply by 1. Which, wait, what do you have?
I mean, why do we multiply by, multiply our answer again by?
So we found these zeros from the graph, right, Paul?
Yeah.
So we're dividing each of them out.
But why are we dividing multiple times by different numbers? We're
Because
dividing.
those are all 3 zeros. And we want to get it down to a quadratic. Okay?
Okay, that makes sense now. So we're just plugging each 0 in one after the other.
Yep.
And does the order matter?
It does not.
Thank you.
Okay. So we get it down to remainder constant x squared. So we just need to solve that quadratic that's remaining. The quadratic that's left is x squared plus 1 equals 0. You see what's going to happen here? You imagine what's going to happen? Oh my gosh, you're really good at imagining. Hold it. Just I by itself?
No, it has to have.
Oh. Remember when you square root and get plus minus?
No, it has friend.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so are we okay so far? So
Yeah.
we found all the zeros, guys. I just need to factor it, right? So what's my factor for -2? X plus 2. You see where this is going? So final answer, actually, I'm gonna bring it down here. X plus 2. X minus 1. X minus 4. X plus I and X minus I.
That's a mouthful.
That's wild. So for the zeros, will we get points taken off if we make the zeros themselves?
No.
That's what I think.
No.
We found the beginning zero.
Oh, I'm paying attention, I got that.
Yeah, Aiden asked. Now that was a calculator problem, right?
Yeah.
In a little bit, we're gonna circle back to the no calculator one, where we make the list and we use our list, but we'll talk about that. But yeah, this would have been a calculator problem. All right, we have one more. Okay. So you're given a 0, 1 plus 3i. What else do you know? All right. So here's what we're gonna do. You're going to, the process is the same. You still put the 0 in the box. Now, when you write this out, you leave yourself more room than you normally would between each number. So like 1, -2, 5, 10, -50. Man, horizontal lines are hard to draw. Okay. Are we ready? Now, speaking of tedious, it's a little bit tedious, but it's so beautiful in the end. I promise. You ready? Okay. So 1 times that. Now here's where people start to do funny things. You're not going to be those people though. When you add straight down, you only can add the like terms, right? So the real part goes together with the imaginary. So like the -2 only combines with the 1, right? So -1. And then there's no other imaginary part. So it's just plus 3. Okay. Now I don't want to hear you grumbling.
I did it before you said anything.
I need to now multiply these, right? So like in the margin maybe would be a good spot, okay? Okay, so we just need to FOIL that out. Luckily, they were nice, weren't they? Together, they made a nice number. -10. Adding straight down again. Now, -5 is going to distribute to both of those, right? That's not too bad. So that'll make -5. And then minus 15i. What? No. And then adding down the 10 and the -5 combined. I'll grade it. I'll put it in your folder. Okay, now we know what we should get here, correct? What should we get? We better get 50. Let's confirm. 1 plus 3i times 5 minus 15i. So that's a 5. Minus 15, positive 15, that's gone. And then we get plus 45 there. So we did get the 50 that we thought. So far, so good. Now don't forget, we have to do a thing. Oh, you really shouldn't grumble here. 'Cause are you ready? Are you ready for this? You're gonna be. Oh, I should have. Oh, I'm fine. You might. You might be. Okay. 1 times that. Well. Oh man. Now there's some satisfaction to the fact that while you're doing this, you know you're doing it right? Because you're getting the zeros that you expect. Okay, now what is our goal? Factor it. Find all the zeros. So this is our remainder. Since we divide out twice from a 4, we get down to a 2. We know that. So we get it down, this is from yesterday. Get it down to x squared minus 5 equals 0. So we get that. So plus or minus 5. Now, don't pack up, or don't put it away yet. Is that the factor, right? So the factors are x plus root 5, x minus root 5, and then the 2 messier ones.
Where do we get the 1 plus 3i and 1 minus 3i from?
So the 1 plus 3i.
Oh, it tells me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Keep writing, Paul.
don't blow it now.
I thought you needed to leave, but I
Any questions?
I'm clicking in there.
Logan, art. Okay. Okay. All right, when you're ready, flip over and grab that 2.4 handout. What is ice cream? It's class exercise. You say whatever. Let me give you some instructions. Okay, you're in your car, so we give you instructions.
Unfortunately, that paper.
All right, guys. Here's what you're gonna do. Let me just remind you of what we did yesterday. So this is, what are the 2 keywords on there? And I don't want you to.
No.
Okay. No calculator on these two problems, okay? So, you guys remember how to get the list of the possible rational zeros? Do something. Okay. And then,
I don't have the answer, but can I get one of those papers that goes along?
right behind you, it should be in that, to the left, the left side. I think there might have been one left, there you go. Okay, let me remind you, first class is having some trouble remembering. You do the factors of the last number, okay? So what are factors of 6?
1, 2, 3, 6.
Then what are the factors of 1? Now this is like the best case scenario. Anytime you have a 1 here, it's really just going to end up being the factors of the last number, right? Because the green over the red is just going to be the green. Are you with me? So, then what you're going to do in your pods, because you don't have a calculator, right? So especially like when there's a 4 pod, right? How many numbers are in this list?
4.
The 8.
8.
So, wouldn't it be smart? Oh, hey, Kendall will take plus and minus 1. Sydney will take plus and minus 2. You know what I mean? Are you with me so far? Guys, listen, guys. Now, after you find, how many do you want to find here?
4.
Well, in the end, you'll have all 4, but initially, to get it down to a quadratic, how many do you want? 2, right? So once you find 2 that work, then you'll do the whole, oh, here's one that works, and here's the other one that works. And now I have a quadratic. And that'll give me those. These are those. Are you with me? Go.
Okay, that's
No, I'll go with 1. I did 1 330.
And then I got it. You can, or you can start over, but you can use this as a video. I probably say to start over. Then once you find the 2 that work. Hey guys, there's a whole back to that paper you can do your dividing on if you want. Like your scrap work. Oh, you can use the back. Up to you. Let me know when you get done with number 1 and I'll check in. Yeah, I did. I was just getting to that too. Yes. Where are you doing? No.
Well, we're just gonna plug it in. We're just gonna plug in positive and negative ones.
I'm doing more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're dividing.
Don't actually plug it in. Guys, you're doing synthetic division, you're not plugging them in. Yeah.
Wow, is this-
Alright.
I got a remainder. -1 isn't, but 1 is.
Okay. There we go.
-1 isn't, but 1 is. No, wait, I think I screwed up. When we test -1, do we start over or do we do the result?
When we test negative one, we start over.
Oh, okay, then maybe -1 is there. Oh. Okay. Remember the chicken dance? Oh, you don't want the banana.
Based on the iteration. But he does. Like, like the actual 0, 1, and 2, we put it in.
I just realized something. Modern pop music is bad for all. It's still like, -1 is like -1. 1 is -1.
You're gonna take the one. You wanna get it down.
So tell me what it is.
Subtract off the 4.
No, why don't we just eat? I found 1. 1 is like the only one we
I feel like it's
have.
only one.
I still feel like or did you best read? Oh, who'd you go with? Like, I like the this is like, I remember initially I went to with, this is why, sexy last name, sounds like a name of, like, things slide in his hand.
Paul, I know slimy and sexy is the same.
I'm not, I was being sarcastic and talking about a gross last name. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm done with my part.
Yeah, but I actually had them figure out there, instead of talking about slimy and sexy.
No, I love it. I got how it's slime and it's sexy name sarcastically because it reminds me of slime and salmon, which is gross, so it's not a sexy joke. That's how I think of it.
Okay, -2.
Oh, -2.
Okay.
One is 0.
X squared minus 3.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Is line okay.
She said use that, so you have more space. Or not.
I wanted to, I need to. -2 words.
He said that 5 minutes ago.
I'm just making a show because.
All right, can I check everybody's number one?
It's hot.